I've always been an Adobe user. We've always used Adobe a lot within our team. Matthew's that's his main tool is Adobe Audition, and whenever I've done video, I've always ended up on Premiere just because it was available to me, and also it's just good. It's always been one of the big choices too. But I have graduated away from Premiere a lot in the last couple of years simply because there's been so many decent, semi-automated assisting tools. I even more recently I was using one called Filmora, which was still a download, but it just had a lot of automation built in. It has like a B-roll library built in. It just has transcriptions built in, all that kind of stuff. And it felt like Premiere was still just this really kind of technical tool that didn't really help you with that much. Rightly or wrongly, maybe I was just missing it. But whether I was or not, it feels like they've just released a whole bunch of stuff in the last 6 months, which has really caught them right up. So I thought worth sharing because this saved me an absolute ton of time editing the last episode of this very show, the Creator Toolbox, the one I did with Justin, because I discovered randomly that they have introduced silence removal and ums and ahs removal as well inside Premiere. So you can go into Premiere. I'll just share the screen, actually, just give a wee view on this. It's kind of maybe slightly hard to see here, but I'll scroll through. If you've got your video uploaded, sorry, you get a transcription made really easily. So that's been in Premiere for a wee while. So you can see the transcription on the screen there. And what they've got now is that up the top, you can filter. So there's a filter icon which you can choose to say filler words. There's there. So click that filter, click filler words, and then it highlights all of the filler words in the video there, in the transcription, I should say. And then you've got two choices. You can either lift or extract them. Extract, if you click that, actually cuts them out. And you can see down the bottom there, it's cut out all the filler words and squashed it right down, taking them all out. Similar with lift, but it leaves all the spaces in there so you can kind of see where the cuts are. And do whatever you like with it from there. Put in your inserts, your segments, whatever it is. So I just find that so useful. And they've also got their essential sound built into it now as well. So a bit of cleanup too. So that's been really handy for me because I'm still using Filmora for some of the similar ones, for some of the simpler ones. And I'll continue to use the simpler tools for most of my podcast video editing. And in fact, we want Alitu to do all of this in the future. It can do the same stuff. It can do ums and ahs removal. It can do the audio cleanup, and videos coming very soon. So I'll be able to use that for the simpler stuff. But it's really cool to see Premiere here for the more complex type videos where I want to have, a few different elements. I want to have some music in the background. I want to have loads of different stuff. So it's more of a production, and I can see Premiere just saving so much time on that. And I've been using it a lot recently for that. So yeah, just to point that out, the fact that that's in there now for anyone who already subscribes to Premiere, because it's obviously not the cheapest tool in the world as well. All righty. Cool. Yeah. So that's Premiere.
It still looks so clunky though. I'm just looking at that and I'm already like internally groaning.
I'd be the same, Jacob. Yeah. As not as a video editing guy, I'd look at it and go, "Oh, yeah, I want big Duplo size buttons to go do this."
Yeah, there's way too much going on in that screen. Like I can't even make out half of it. Yeah, no, you can.
I love it. If you invest time in learning it, I think that looks really cool.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
That's the thing. It's a tool. It's a proper professional tool. It's like, you're even on this screen here. I'm hiding away half of the fancy things, but even on the left there, you've got like 15, 20 different elements just in that one block. And down the bottom, you've got another 15, 20, 100. There's so much on the screen. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely a steep learning curve, quite clunky, but if it's a really complex production, it's a good place. But yeah, I'm still thinking our goal is really to make it so that like Alitu can already do a lot of this to audio. So we're going to do what this can do basically for video in the next 6 months, I believe.
Oh, looking forward to that. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's cool for now. Yeah.
The other end of the scale, I mentioned that the royal we, the team produced those talking head videos, so we just record it and away it goes. But then we get a lot of those talking head videos, and the team this week produced like a longer form video where they push them all together, all the different talking head videos with transitions, and they just use Canva to do that. And I wouldn't have even thought Canva for the video side, but you know what? The results came out really, really nice. So
yeah,
nice.
That's cool. Have you played with Canva video yet, Jacob?
Aye, a bit. I can't remember exactly what my blocker was with it. My main gripe with many of the browser-based video platforms is the fact that I need to upload and I need to wait for the uploads, and sometimes uploads fail. I think that was one thing that I struggled with when I tried to use Canva, is that the upload failed. And I told you about this recently. What was the one I tried, Colin, recently, and I had issues with? It was Veed. Veed looked quite good.
Yes.
And I was so surprised. I uploaded my uploaded my footage, and I instantly
Yeah.
could start working on it. So it obviously took it started using the local copy somehow, and I thought that was great. But in the background, it was uploading it, and it got hung up on the upload, and then decided you can no longer work on the local version, and the upload is broken. So everything that you've done over the last hour is gone and out the
It's
window.
got
Brilliant. So yeah, I have a bit of a no-go zone with browser-based video stuff in general. But I do think that Canva, out of all of the sort of browser-based solutions, certainly for on the image side of things, I've used it to make some like little kind of like animated elements and stuff. It's really, really nice.
yeah.
For shorter stuff, I think it's probably fantastic. Or for not complex stuff. I was trying to be over fancy with some of the things I was doing, Richard. Far too many edits and stuff like that. But for like a talking head video where it's top and tail and add them all together and export it, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.